Hey guys, it's Rick here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Today we've got the Barra 1866. We're going to be shooting some pellets. Yeah, we've done the barrel swap, which is pretty stinking cool. I will tell you, so far, I'm pretty excited. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get on camera some of the stuff I was getting off camera, because I think it's pretty cool what this thing delivers, just purely for accuracy and fun. I've got 3 pellets here. Before we get started, I definitely want to say thank you to Barra for sponsoring this video, for sending this out, and for supporting AirgunWeb and also Gateway to Airguns. So yeah, just a huge thank you to those guys. Also want to say thank you to our Patreon members and our Officers Club members. If you guys want to know how to help us out directly, links to those programs will be in the video description. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got the Barra 1866. This is a CO2 rifle. And the first thing I'm going to do today is just take a few shots with each pellet on the steel target, primarily because I want to run the CO2 out and put fresh CO2 in when we shoot for paper. I've got a Hawke Reflex sight on here. This is one of their nicer red dot sights. It's very good. It's one that will shut itself off, and then when you pick it up or move it around, it'll come back on again. It's very, very cool that way. So very, very nice sight, easy to adjust. You can actually lock the adjustments down when you're done. So once you get it set, there's 2 lock screws on the back, lock it down, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's meant for firearms, so it's definitely going to work on an air gun. This has a tiny little rail. I was very pleased that this sight actually worked on it. So let's go ahead and get going. I'm just going to shoot 5 pellets of each of these. I do not know what the grain weight is on these. These are some Excite, just wad cutter plinking pellets. And I don't know what the grain weight is. I will look it up before we go to edit, and that way Cheryl can do the math and put the energy up. We were getting anywhere between mid 4s to low 5s with these. So yeah, not too bad for 22 cal CO2. Let's see. There it is. I'm going to do 5 shots each. We're going to put it on the steel, and I'm going to aim sort of like upper left, upper right, lower middle, and see how each of these groups on steel, just for giggles. And then we'll swap the CO2 and move over to the paper target and see how we do. I'm going to just double check to make sure I started that GoPro camera. I think I did, but it would stink to do all of this and then not have the footage. So let me go check that. I'll be right back. I am so very glad I checked, because I was not running. So we've got our bullets loaded. I say bullets in air quotes. Safety off. We load our first round in. I'm going to try and have these dump on the table here so they don't go on the ground. Okay. Upper left. I'm going to use that impact as my aim point going forward. Oh, a little bit high. And that was the wad cutters. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. They've done a really good job with these barrels. I have now the JSBs, and I'm going with light pellets here, guys. The JSBs, these are 14.3s domed. And we'll see if they shoot any better. I actually think, maybe I'm going to be wrong, we'll find out, but I actually think that the wad cutters, just simple wad cutters, are going to be the ticket with this. But I wanted to give a couple 14 grain pellets. I've got these JSBs, and then I've got the Crossman Premier hollow points. Wanted to give those a shot. And let's see if my assumption is right. What do you guys think? You know, write it down. Rick is right, wad cutters are best, or no, the domes are best. No, the hollow points are best. That would be an interesting sort of little survey. Okay. Upper right. That should be a little bit high. Oh, that went right where I aimed. Okay, not as consistent. Let's try the JSBs. I will say that the action is getting more usable as I go. It's getting less clunky, getting smoother, just getting better. I have one more left. I did. No, yes, no, nope, it was empty. So it's becoming a nicer gun to shoot. It was already pretty good, but it was like you get a new gun, right? It's a little stiff when you first start. This one was definitely like that, but it's getting better the more I use it. Okay, lower middle. Let's see how these do. And then we'll take the best of these. I'll put new CO2 in and we'll shoot a couple, 5-shot groups on paper. And that'll kind of give us an idea. I don't know how far you'd want to stretch this out. This to me is really a backyard plinking, steel targets, fun, just a fun gun. It's really about the nostalgia of it for me. And the function, the action, it's all very, very cool, very realistic to something like a Henry or something like that. It's very, very cool, I think. Okay, did I put a round in it? I did not. Okay, lower middle. Set shot to the right. I'm gonna aim for the same aim point. Try and not drop them on the ground. Okay. Yeah, as I thought, the wad cutters are definitely going to be the better option. Those are super affordable, by the way. I'm not sure. H&N sent me a whole boatload of these at one point, and I might have years ago bought a ton of them when we were selling Airgun Pro Shop. We had the SIGs, and we were doing a bundle, 1,000 rounds with the gun, that whole thing. I might have bought a bunch of them at that time. But anyway, yeah, I think the wad cutters are the way to go. I'm going to finish the CO2 off, dump the CO2, or shoot it off. Maybe I can just, let me do this. Let me put 10 rounds of wad cutters up. I will go paint that target and we'll do a 10-shot group on steel, right? We'll try that. And then we'll move over to paper and see how precise we can get. So I'm going to get my spray paint, paint that target. We'll shoot 10 more shots. That should be pretty close to the end of the CO2. I've used this quite a bit, so we should be near the end of it. I'm not quite sure though. Probably got 50 rounds through it at this point. Yeah, I would say so. So let me go paint that target and we'll shoot 10 shots at steel, dump CO2, then shoot paper. Be right back. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, dead center. A little left. I'm going to just aim dead center of the steel. Oh man, dropped one. All right, I dropped one. Let me get that before I lose it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and change CO2. It feels like I got more in there, but I really want to do my accuracy testing on a fresh CO2. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to pop the back open. Like this. Come on, open. Like that. By the way, while there's some plastic on here, it feels very good, looks very good, but there's a lot of metal. Like this is metal, the receiver's metal. I mean, there's a lot of metal going on here too. All right, let's see here. It is in there, which means to me that we still have a lot of pressure. I'm gonna take a break and see if I can get this to dump out and then put fresh CO2 in it. So give me a minute and I will be right back. Gosh, it's a beautiful day. A little breezy, but man, it's pretty. Got our shells here. 1, 2. Oh, I forgot something. Let me do it real quick. 3. Get these loaded and I'll do it. 3. You see the wind's blowing, is blowing hard enough. It's blowing through my shade cloth and moving the stuff on the table. So gives you an idea of the kind of winds we got at the moment. I don't know if we're quite double digits yet, but we're pretty close. We're supposed to get gusts up to 20 miles an hour today, but we didn't get them, which has been great. Okay, so this has the storage for this Allen key. So when you're done putting your CO2 in, put the Allen key back because you don't want to lose it. All right, we're good to go here, guys. I'm going to just cock it and fire. That sounds good. Now we'll go ahead and jack our first round in, and I'm going to aim. And I'm going for groups here. I'm not going to try and adjust because of the wind and everything else going on. We're just going to see what we get for groups. I'm going to put the red dot in the center of the black center sighter. And just so you know, the red dot, I don't know what MOA this is, but it basically almost covers the entire black bullseye. There's a little bit of black around it. So here we go, first shot. A little left. I think that's pretty doggone good, guys. Let's do one more. We'll do the one below it, but that is, come on, we're looking at a little CO2 rifle here, guys. This is pretty doggone cool, man. I like it. All right, bottom target. Same drill, I'm aim dead center, see where they land, 5 shots, here we go. A little high. A little low, doggone it, it was going so well. All right, guys, there she is. I think that's pretty cool. I really like the idea that you can start off with the factory gun. You could shoot BBs out of it, have a good time, have fun with it, and then say, you know what, I'd like to shoot a little bit more accurately. I like the form factor, I want to get a little more out of it. Well, you can go to the 177 rifle barrel, which you don't have that one, but you know, I can imagine it's going to shoot pretty good. They're doing a lot of other things with some of their other guns too. So the whole idea of the interchangeable rifle barrel is something that they've been working on. Yeah, go to the 22 and I thought it shot great. Now my second group wasn't as good as my first one. Should have stopped maybe, but it's a lot of fun. I don't know quite the energy yet. We will get those numbers down. I'm sure my sister would have at this point done the math, and you would have already been seeing what these do for energy. But let's just say averaging 500 feet per second, plus or minus a little bit. I know we got up to 520, so you know, I know it'll do more than 500. But we should say 500, and whatever the grain weight is, it will give us our energy, and that'll be kind of give you an idea of what it does. I think 10, 15 yards is probably going to be just a lot of fun to shoot with. Will it do 25, 30 yards? Probably not. But for backyard plinking and having fun and spinners and steel targets and water balloons, I mean, just so many cool things you can do with something like this and just having a good fun time with it. You can get some steel cowboy action targets and actually practice that if you wanted, because you've got the same lever action, bang, bang. You have all of that capacity to replicate some pretty cool actual firearm type maneuvers and muscle memory and all that kind of cool stuff. So it's got some utility there too, besides just the fact that it's a ton of fun to shoot. So yeah, that's going to be it, guys. That was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to say thank you to Barra for sending this out, for supporting AirgunWeb. What we do is supporting Gateway Airguns as well. So yeah, that's it. If you guys want to help support what we do, you can check out our Patreon page or the Officers Club over at airgunarmy.com. Again, links to those will be in the video description. That's going to be it for now. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.